want to jump on real quick and talk about how you can get on Facebook Live or broadcast yourself, stream yourself, and so I have a little quick checklist for you. So I want you to check out the text that's attached to this post on video, so that you can get a real quick rundown as to what's it going to take for you to get on and on your Facebook Live. I have a little system that I put together, so I'm going to share that with you. And I am checking the feed now. I am going to check that I have share this. So part of the process is to tell people and anybody who's watching to please share this stream. Click on the little share button. There's a little share button anywhere. There's when you can see the feed, the stream, and it has a share button. And if you don't see it, then look at that. I can see myself, huh? Look at that. All right. There should be a way to share. There it is. It's right there. It says share. So you click on share and share now, public. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. So share, and then share to a group. That's what I do. Share to a group, and then you can see all the different places where you are part of a group. And I'm gonna go to Draw Daily. It says post it. Write a message. Let me write the message here. And you can say anything you want. I already have some preset stuff that I'm gonna tell you about in a second. But I'm just going down the line and posting this in places, right? So that's what I want you to do right now. Just go ahead and click on the share button. Say Dan's gonna talk about how to get on how to stream live on Facebook the easy way. That's the theme today. That's what I'm going to talk about, and let's go ahead and get started. So number one is use your smartphone. All right, we all have smartphones. Everybody has a smartphone pretty much. I have a couple myself, and if you don't have more than one, that's okay. It's not about the amount of smartphones that you have. It's the fact that you have a smartphone. Nowadays, 10 years ago when the iPhone first came out, I was very adamant about not having a smartphone. I think that I thought it would consume me, and it did. In any case, you either have an iPhone of some kind. Hey, and let's get this back together. You either have an iPhone or you have an Android, right? We all gonna have one or the other. And so now that you have your phone, if you're on, so now that you have a smartphone, and we know that we have a smartphone, let's go ahead and go over the steps of what it takes to get on Facebook and live, and doing it the easy way. But there's a few extra steps that I want you to take to ensure that once you go live, people can understand what you're talking about, what's the theme, and you get as much info as possible out there. There's a lot of things out here that we do, including Facebook Live or Facebook posts, blogging, and so on. And some of those things we do it just for the fun of it, right? And artists, creatives, we do stuff because we enjoy it and we have fun drawing and creating and painting, etc. But there comes a point when you have to choose, how do you apply those things to build a better business? How do you apply those things to reach your ultimate goals? And you should have big goals, big dreams. And so my process that I'm sharing with you today is there to then help build onto something that you're putting together for your future, for your life. And so not only do we just jump on Facebook and say, hey, what's up, Facebook? I'm just going to sit here and look at you, and you look at me, but we're also going to jump on Facebook or do some live streaming with a purpose, with some proper text, with some proper information, so that then those who tune in can follow through on what you have to say. Those who tune in can see what you're talking about, and then build that community, build that show your work mentality, and bring value to the artwork that you do. So let's get to it. Number one, you type out the post info before you open the app. And so I'm going to show you my process real quick. And let's bring this phone over here and switch cameras. Let's see if I There you go. Switch the cameras. There we go. I'm switching the camera around, and it looks a little fuzzy. So excuse me. I don't know why it looks fuzzy. All right. So right now, this is my workstation. I'm in the middle of some video editing, play music when I'm working, and but on this side is what I do whenever I'm working on putting together a post or a Facebook Live. So I have, and this is the list right here. I have a TextEdit file open, and I start typing. I type out the things that I'm going to focus on when it comes to, let me move that out the way, when it comes to what I'm going to talk about. So I type out, so there it is, type out your post info before you open the app. So you need to go ahead and think your thoughts through. Go ahead and put together your ideas. Put together your links. I need to fix this, and let me fix the format so it looks a little bit better. Here we go. And go ahead and click here so that I'm splitting up this paragraph that kind of got bunched up. And so I have the information that I'm going to share up on the top. Then the middle is going to be some of the links that I want to share, and which you can see on this post. And then at the end is some hashtags. So you got to have some hashtags about what you're working on, what you're doing. So that's my first step, is go ahead and type that stuff out. If you're an Apple user and you have a Mac, so I have a little iMac here, then what you do is you copy this text, Control C, copy, get to your iMessage, and then paste that information here. And once you paste it, it's going to text it to yourself. And when you text it to yourself, because you're an Apple user and use the iPhone, etc., because you're sending that to yourself, then you're going to go into your phone. And I have a couple, so this may or may not apply to you if you have more than one. Let me move this light out the way. And so now I have the text, the body of the text that I'm sharing on the Facebook post right here on my phone. And so now that I have it on my phone, I hold down the message for a second, and it gives me the option to copy. Now that I have this text, I can go ahead and get started with the Facebook app. If you have an Android, then what you do is you send yourself an email. You send yourself an email, open your inbox, find that email address, copy the text, and then you go ahead and it'll be on your clipboard. So either way, you need to send yourself that information, the body of the text. So here we go. So I go onto Facebook, open the Facebook. Hey, there we go. So I'm on Facebook now. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and click on the live button. Let's see if we can see this clearly. Yep, there we go. And while we're doing this, let me set this phone on a stick. And I guess we can talk about this stick stuff too later. But right now, I need to be able to show you just a couple of things. So now that you have your iPhone open, you're gonna and you have the Facebook app open, you click on the live button. It brings up this screen. I don't play with any of this stuff here because I'm here about my art business. I'm here to talk about what I do. I paste the information. So let me just paste it onto the body of the text of the this post. I'm gonna fix a little bit because some parts need to be a little adjusted. There it is. I broke up that paragraph. Got it. Then we're gonna turn our phone sideways because we want to broadcast we want our broadcast to be landscape. So I click on here, and as you can see myself. I can see myself, and right now what we're looking at, that's the phone that I'm broadcasting from. And so now let's type something here and say the test. We're gonna call it the test. Just so we know the difference between these two. How do I There we go, return. We need to be able to tell the difference between these two streams that we're doing. So once I'm done, it's ready to go. So now I'm gonna click on live or click on the button. There it goes, starting to live. And bam, I'm live 2 times. So you can see me here on this phone, and you can see, let's see the phone that I'm broadcasting from. Look at that. So now we're live, and now you get to start talking about what it is that you're here to do. Most of the time is we're gonna talk about your art, talk about what you're working on, get people involved in your process. And in my example, here we go. I'm gonna turn the camera around so that I can set this phone up here, and then talk about what's going on here. Let's see. Let me set this up there. Oh no, that's the kitchen. Hello, how you doing? Let's go like that, and turn this phone like this, and let me turn it that way like that. So now we can see what's going to happen here on this table. And I'm moving around some I'm back over here now. I have these long neck holders that clip onto the table, and they twist and turn however you want, and then you can have your phone secured and showing your screen. So right now I'm on 2 different streams doing the Facebook Live, just to give us an idea of what how my setup is. On top of my table, I'll have another long neck phone holder, and so this one I have it set like this so that I can clip on the phone there, and then it looks down on the screen that I'm drawing on. So if you're on the stream right now, on the test stream, then you'll know that I have a second stream that started a little bit earlier, and this is the one that I'm focused on. Whereas what you're looking at is if you're on this stream where Maxwell says hello, hey Maxwell, then this is the test stream to show how to go Facebook Live. And then I have my iPad here to give me my notes and pay attention to what I'm doing, right? So let's set this down. And so let's say now that you're on Facebook Live, and people are tuning in, now you get to work. So you tell people to please share. You ask viewers to share the stream to their creative groups, because what you want to engage, you want to let them know. Rotate your phone. There we go. You want them to follow. You want them to share. You want to engage different people, and they're going to help you build that audience. So that's why we want to ask you, anybody who's watching right now, go ahead and click on that. There's a share button right here. Click on that share button, and then share it with the rest of the world. Share it on your feed. Share it on other Facebook groups, wherever you may find it. Go ahead and share it. And so I'm going to share it, right? And because I copied the text to this stream today, I copied it and sent it to myself on iMessage. Now I can, then when I share, so let's go ahead and share to a page, share to a group. The group is going to be Urban Creative Network. I think I did that already. Let me try a different one, because I think I don't want to create awesome community. Let's go with those, because I don't think I did them. So now, so once I paste the text, I hit post, and now I'm sharing the live stream to other places on Facebook so that they can also catch on to what's going on. So let me see if I have it here, because I don't want to spam them. There it is. So there's the Urban Creative Network, an awesome group, and I am sharing it to this group, and they can see my feed, right? And now that I see this brand build, and there's Create Awesome, so I'm gonna send it to them too. So let's go here and go to the share button again, write post, and then of course I want it to be a group, and there's brand build. Awesome. And so I like sharing to different groups so that it helps build my actual community and helps build the viewers. So right now I can't say how many people have seen this. Let's see, where did you get the phone clips? Good question, Christina. Thank you for joining us. One of them I got from Amazon, and the other one I got from a couple I got from Amazon, but the other one I got from Barnes & Noble. So they have them. The Barnes & Noble was $20. The ones from Amazon were like $10, $15, but the quality varies greatly depending on the price that you pay. So let me grab. I'm reaching for another stick I have. So this one, I bought it at Barnes & Noble. Let me move this iPad and turn on the light. So I bought it at Barnes & Noble, and it's super strong. And this one helps my iPad. And where is the iPad? I think I put it away. So I have an iPad, that's the cover, and the iPad fits right on the holder. This holder is for an iPad, and it slips right on there, and it holds, and it's strong enough, super strong, and very tight so that it does not come loose, and that's really awesome. So you want to check that out and grab you one. I had Havana over in the studio the other day. By the time she went home, I saw her broadcasting, and she had one of these long necks, which is crazy, right? So that's cool. So let's take a look at my feed right now, at my Facebook page. And you can see I have two. So that's test one, and that's still broadcasting. And I have a comment. It says, oh, hello. That's right, from Maxwell. Maxwell says hello. And then, come on, Jesus. There we go. Move. And then the other one is the regular broadcast that I first started, and I already have one comment and 9 shares. That's me sharing it all over the place, and that just has one comment. And this one is the one I accidentally reposted. There we go. Get rid of it. All right, so now I only have these 2 streams. So basically the steps are, you're welcome, Christina. Thank you for joining and asking. Basically, right now, you can see in the body of the post for this video of the stream, you can see my to-do list, right? It's right there. It's a straight up to-do list. And so we type out the info before you open the app. So that way you don't have to sit here and try to go live and try to type everything off the top of your head. You can use a computer so you have all your fingers. Then Apple users have the advantage when they use, because you can type out the text on a file on your computer and then send it to yourself through the iMessage app. Whereas if you're on Android, then you have to send that text copy to your Gmail account through an email, then open up the email app and then copy that text to your clipboard. But once you open the app, it's real easy to then paste the text. That's what you're trying to avoid by doing this extra step, is that we're trying to avoid sitting there typing out a long message telling people about what it is that you're trying to do. So what's on your mind, and then I'm going to go live, and then once I go live, I have to sit here and type what I'm trying to say, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety, and that's a long process, right? So you want to avoid that step. So let's delete, discard. Okay, so now that we have this text and we're live, be friendly and get to talking. Tell people what's going on. Click on the live button. Paste your text. That's misspelling right there. That should be paste. Go live and be friendly, and then ask people to share that current stream to their creator group. So just it, and then do your thing. So as you're doing your thing, which is drawing, painting, talking about your business, etc., now you're checking the comments and you need to answer people. And then as you're finishing up the Facebook Live, you want to tell people to share their social media, your social media links, and ask them to follow and subscribe. So my social media links, I included them in the body of the stream, so that way you can just click through and get to where I'm asking you to go. I want you to go to check out the podcast for Artist King, and you can go to the website artistking.org/podcast to see what other podcasts I follow and I like that have to do with the art business. You can also find Artist King on iTunes and on YouTube, so I have links for that right there. It's already there for you. Just go ahead and click on it and check it out. Vector Maestros is where I teach tutorials on how to use Illustrator and other drawing apps, and I go over devices and techniques for artists. So we have a website where we have a full course on mastering Adobe Illustrator. That's called vectormaestros.com. We're also on iTunes, where I have interviewed a few digital artists about their process, so you want to check that out. It's free. A lot of this stuff is just free, except for the Vector Maestros course. We have a Vector Maestros Facebook page where I share a lot of tutorials, and a YouTube where all the tutorials that I share live on Facebook end up being published. So I need everybody who's watching right now and who ends up watching this video to go to YouTube and subscribe to Vector Maestros. If you want to find my artwork, then you can find me. There we go, messing up. You want to find me on Behance. I have a lot of cool artwork there. And then you can follow me on 2 different Instagrams. One's the Draw Daily 2017, and the other one is Delta Tango Mike. So that's the quick process to share your work, tell the world about what you're doing, and level up your engagement. You want to engage a community. You want to show your work. So because we're doing a Facebook Live and I want people to share their work, I'm going to share a little bit of my work. So I have a logo project that I need to finish. I'm going to open Adobe Draw. And we have 2 live streams. So this is the one that is going to keep. This is the one that was a test. So anybody who's watching right now on this live stream where you can see both of my hands, that's the one that's going to end in a minute. So what I want you to do if you're on this live stream is go to my page on Facebook. Once you go to my Facebook page and look for the first stream, and as you scroll down, you'll see the stream that says the test. That's the one you want to stop watching, and then start watching the one that says how to stream live on Facebook the easy way, part 1. And this is part 1 because there's other ways to stream and to get online. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those other ways as time goes on. So right now I'm just going to double check, give a thumbs up to my comments. And I have 5 viewers, so I kind of feel bad about letting it go of this stream. And this one I only have 1 viewer. So let's go ahead and keep them both rolling. Why not? Let me just bring in this clip closer so that I can, it's not working the way I want to. All right, here we go. So that I can draw, bring it up higher. How about that? This is my drafting table. And so I need to be able to have this camera pointed in the right direction. There it is. And then this one is already straight, but I'm going to also fix it. And then I'm going to draw. So I have a logo I need to finish. It is, I need to give my client a sample so that he can say yes or no, etc. And so let's get to it. So as you can see, we're still rolling. We are live, and that's good, right? So I got all kinds of madness going on here. So let's get to it. All right, so let's do it. That's the Note 10. That's this FAM Live Vectors Penny. Let's start a new one. And so I'm on Adobe Draw, and I like Adobe Draw because once I draw here, I'm going to export it out to Illustrator, and I'm going to show you that process. Let me make sure that this computer does not go to sleep because that's the one we're going to use. All right, so let's see. Here we go. So I have different canvases to choose from, I'm going to go ahead and just get this large postcard portrait, because that's good enough for the artwork that I'm doing. And one thing to keep in mind is that when you're drawing on Adobe Draw, once you export, it's a vector file, so it doesn't matter the actual size when you first draw it in, because it's going to be scalable to any size as is any vector file. All right, so let me fix this one a little bit more. There we go. All right, so now I have a drawing I need to bring in, and so let me go ahead and get it. I need to grab my file. This is one of the limitations of the iPad, is that it has that you can't have all your files like I would on a computer here. So let's get to the folder where I have the artwork that I need to work on right now. So that's work 2018. I'm already working on projects in the next year. And there goes the client's name. And there goes what I need, right? So he wants some dollar bills, some hundreds, which is cool. And I need this image because this is the one I'm going to work on. So I like that. Cool. So this image, I already drew it on Sketchable. So that's where I first drew this, on the surface. And I'm bringing it in here and not finish it in the Surface because I really want to use this app. And so in the meantime, this iPad is backing up in my Dropbox files. I don't know if you can tell right there. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and get back into Adobe Draw. Hit the plus button and add the image. It's on my iPad. And let's get the ice cube. There we go. And so either one is fine. So I'm just going to grab this one because I like that one better. I hit done. It's in there, right? So now that I have it in there, let me bring that down. There it is. Oops, too far down. Grab that one, take it there. Okay, cool. So now I have a layer for this image and a layer for drawing. Now that I have a layer for drawing, here comes the fun part. So let me back this up some because it's too far from the point where I'm going to be drawing. So let's bring it here. And let me stand up and make sure that this is really helping you. Good, Christina. I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning in and seeing how getting on Facebook Live can be part of your marketing and promotion as an artist and building community. Really, that's what it comes down to. Are you building community? So let me check the feed, because one of the things you're supposed to do is check what people are saying and what's going on your feed. And I have two feeds going on at the same time right now. So let me go real quick, check it out. So there it is. I still have that first, the test broadcast is still up. It says the test. And then the part 1 is still up. And Christina's got a couple comments. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm double checking to see. And I need to turn this down. Yep, turn it down. And there we go. Phone clips, thank you, helping me. There it is. Cool. So we got our content. It's online right now and it's working. So then I can check my video insights right now as this is happening. So I have 32 engagements, 61 minutes viewed. That's the total number of minutes per the person that has been watching this broadcast, right? So that's pretty good. That's cool. One time I did a Facebook Live and I told myself that I wanted 200 views that one day. And it took until maybe early the next day when I hit 200. And now that video is up to like 600 views or something. And that's cool for an artist like me. Whereas, of course, you have super important people who get, million or 2 million views. And, of course, that's really great. That's when it goes viral. All right, so there it is. So we're live and it's working. So we're good to go. And this says, this is... I plan to start next year. Yes, Christina, go ahead and start next year. And I encourage anybody who's thinking about starting live stream in the new year to go ahead and start right now. just start testing it right now. Just turn it on and say, hey, I'm live. I'm here. I'm going to draw. I'm going to do some stuff, say something. And then you never know what kind of engagement you're going to get out of that. So right now, I'm going to select my brushes that I want. And as a matter of fact, this ice cube looks lopsided. So let me turn it. There it is. I think that's a little bit better. It still doesn't look straight. But that's fine, because right now what we're going to do is this, right? So right now, I'm kind of just drawing, following the line that I already have. And I need to turn down the original drawing, to turn it down. And now that I turn it down, I can go back to the purple I was drawing with. And as you can tell, when I did the little quick outline, now I'm gonna touch. When I did the outline, I'm making sure that all the outside lines are touching, so then I can tap the inside and it fills in. There, that's I just did a shape, right? That was it. So now I'm going to turn that off by double clicking it, turns it off, and start another draw layer. And this one's gonna be blue. So instead of changing the color of that brush, I'm just going to change to another brush and change the tip of that brush to the one I like, which is the basic taper, and then change the color to a color I want, which I can actually hold down the color for a second. It'll give me the eyedropper, and I can pick a color out. And that looks very light, but let's try it. So now I need to go in very softly and cleanly. There we go. There you go. I'm kind of tracing very lightly because I want there to be nice, clean lines. There we go. Oh, that was too thick. It came out too fat. Yeah, very fat. So there we go. 2 finger swipe to the left. It erases. It goes. It's undo. And so now I'm gonna go here like this. And there it is. And let's take a look and see what's happening. There it is. See, that's the ice cube. And I click that back on so I can see. I wish the blue I was using was a little bit darker, but it's okay for now. I think I don't want it to be too thick or too strong because it is an ice cube. So let's go like this, like that. There it is. All right. So we have a little ice cube there. Very nice. And then the money is gonna be next, right? So let's take a look at this. Turn that on. And so now I see what needs to happen here. So I need to make sure I have the back side. And I'm just kind of detailing a little bit. There it is. And let's go like that. There it is. Yeah, so then when I turn that on, I can see that. But not only, but now it's kind of interfering, right? So that's okay because I'm going to make another layer here. And that's how you build illustrations in Illustrator. And so that it has different layers that work together to give you an overall image. So this is, I'm grabbing this brush, and the brush selection is already there. I can hold down the brush to get to the rest of the brushes, but I like the one I want. Now I can click on the color, and I get the color wheel out. I go ahead and turn it up all the way, get to the center, so now I have the color white. And now it's time to draw. So now I need to draw, and I can get rid of the UI by clicking up here, and that makes it all go away. Let me move this over. And so now that I have total access to the screen, I'm going to go ahead and that's too far. So you can, so now usually you turn your sketchbook like this, but in Adobe Draw you can turn the canvas around. You see that? There we go. So now let's fix this right. Hey, do I have the layer? Yep, the layer's still there. And let's go ahead and get the white. because it's an ice cube, right? So it's white. And not only is it an ice cube and it's white, it needs to be a little transparent. So that adds another dimension to this drawing. All right, let's turn it around. And I turned the canvas around because I want the most natural feeling stroke when I'm drawing with my hand. My hand curves right here at the wrist. So when you draw, you need to be able to use your hand in the most natural way. You don't want to have to do some weird thing to get a line, right? You want to your wrist bends a particular way. Use your wrist that way to get the line you want. Don't fight it. All right, here we go. So it's looking a little cracked out right there, but I'm making it all the way around, because that's all that matters right now, is to go ahead and make it go all the way around. There you go. So let's go right here. Oops, that went too far. And it's hard to see for you on the screen, but I can see here right now in front of me where the white is coming out at. So now I hold it down for a second and bam, the whole white has been filled in. So now that I did that, I'll get my UI back and I select the layer and turn down the opacity. So it looks like that. Turn that one off. And so now you can see where the purple is coming through the back and the bottom of the ice cube. So now I'm going to select the purple layer again. And now let's do some details. There you go. Let's do another one right there. So it's because it's back there, right? So it's in the back. There you go. All right. I don't like the way this edge looks, so let me grab the eraser and I can erase. I can grab that and I'll go like this. Ooh, that was ugly. Let's go. There you go. So now, kind of playing around with it, right? So of course I can still use this. Go there, go there. And I have an ice cube. The purple looks like it's melting. All right, let me double check that we have any messages. I don't see any, but I see we're watching. And so let's double check. And you always need to have a second device. Right now, if my computer was closer, I would look in the computer. Let's see. We got what's the same one comment in the test, and in the real one is Christina's the only one who has engaged. Anybody else have some questions, please ask. The list of what we're doing is right here in the body of this video. All right, it's all right there. There has a misspelling where it says paste your text. It needs to say paste your text. So there we go. That's important, right? All right, so we're good to go on the feed. Let's put that back down and keep on drawing. So now that I have this, I think I like it. That's okay. And actually, what I would do is, let's see. I would do it after this one. Let's go here, draw layer. And now let's get another brush, change that brush type, and change the color. And this one's going to be just black. And let's get rid of the UI so it's out the way. And now I'm going to go like this. All right, and then hold it so that it fills that in black. And then open my UI again, select that layer, turn that down, hit the blend mode, go to multiply, go back and make sure it's really light. Right, so now that's a shadow. That's a shadow, and not only that, I think I could put that, maybe let's put it down here. If I put it down there, it kind of disappears, so I don't want that. So let's put it back and do another one here, because there are two shadows. There's going to be the shadow of what's inside the ice cube, and the shadow of the ice cube itself. There we go. So let's go like this. Fill it in. Let's go like that. And then now we turn that one down. Turn that one down light. You see that? Blend out. Let's try darken. Nope. Multiply is at this point it's the same. And then turn that down more. So 30, 20, 22%. That's good. So now that looks like it could be the shadow. I'm going to make another layer here. Hit draw layer. Now that's another. Oh, you know what I would do instead? No, not a draw layer. I will copy that layer. Let's see. Duplicate. Now that I have two, and watch this. I have the black color selected. I have the new layer copied. And then I hold it down for a second. And it's turned this layer black. Just by holding down the color that was there before. It's turning it black. And it only works on the layer that you have selected. This one's kind of little, so let's zoom in. There we go. So now let's go here. There you go. And it looks like there was something there. So let's try that. Now that I have that, guess what's going to happen? I'm adding shadows. So now that's selected, and let's do the transform, and let's move it a little bit. There we go. Done. Turn that down, the opacity. There it is. Again, multiply. Done. There we go. All right, so that looks like an ice cube. It is not a pretty ice cube. I think I need to change the direction. So now it's time to fix some things, right? Let's grab that white, the ice cube, and turn the corner. Oops, too big. The eraser is way too wide. So let's turn it down and then go like this. There you go. And now I can go into the blue and also turn that down. I'm erasing some of this blue. So now it has more of a corner, and I can, let's get rid of that blue right there. Go in here, grab that blue there, and let's go ahead and draw. All right, look at that ice cube. So now let's grab this shadow and erase some of it. Nope, too far. There you go. All right, so I got an ice cube. I have my shapes and my layers. Let's see what's it say here. I plan to start next year. So do you start the live on your main page first and share it to your art page? Yes, Christina, I do. And sometimes I do pay attention and take my time to start on my official artist pages, depending on what I'm working on. I'll do some Facebook Live from my desktop when I'm working in Photoshop or Illustrator, and in those cases, I will start on my fan pages, my art page or my business page, depending on the purpose of the video, the stream. If I am going to talk about things that matter to artists, then I may start it on my page, or I may start it on Artist King. If I'm going to talk about design and illustration, then I may start it in Vector Maestro's page. It comes down to the subject. And I like talking about a lot of different things. So there we go. So now, I'm still not convinced about this ice cube, but it's going to go for now because I need to get an approval. And once he says yes, then I'm going to go in and redo the whole thing. I just need to get past this point. So let's go ahead and hit close so that it saves my file. There it goes. Enjoying, yes, but not right now. Okay, just tell I'm busy. All right, so now that we have this, let's go ahead and start a new layer. That's going to be the image layer. It's on my iPad, and it's the Benjamins. All right, so now let's bring that in a little tight, and it's going to go right here. Let's see what happens. And I actually need to put that way up in the month. There it is. Bring it up here. Bam. And then I can do multiply. Bam. There it is. And let's make it a little smaller. Transform. There you go. That works. Done. Cool, cool, cool. I like it. I wish my client had sent me this picture without all this stuff here, but I guess he has an Android phone. It was 7 o'clock in the afternoon, evening, and he has all these notifications on. All right, cool. So now let's get to it. Now I gotta draw this thing here. And how are we gonna do that? Well, we're gonna go ahead and grab the black. We're gonna let's turn off some of these layers so that they're not in the way. Right? Done. Now I have the black tool here, the brush, and I'm gonna turn it down to like 2.5, and see how that works. Just turn this down and get another layer, draw a layer, bam, get rid of the UI. And now we're gonna do a little bit of tracing, right? So now let's do some lines here, and let's go here and I'm just kind of out tracing some of the lines that are already here to make it look like a big stack. And as a matter of fact, I'm just going to do one stack. I only need to do one stack because I can always copy those stacks on top of each other, and any more than one is going to look a little bit too much. So there it goes. And it's not going to be super accurate. I just need to have the idea that there's a stack. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And then of course some of the rubber bands. This needs to have rubber bands. This needs to go here. And just taking my time. Undo. There we go. There. So, and let's make some turns right here. These are the edges of the money. Bring that down, turn it. Let's see, let me read any comments. We're good. I think if you have any questions, please say so. I'd like to hear your feedback or your questions. I'm using Adobe Draw, and you need to follow me at Delta Tango Mike. Read the text that's in the body of this post of this video stream, and follow me on social medias. I am Delta Tango Mike, and a lot of my tutorials are on Vector Maestros on YouTube, and you'll be able to follow me and learn from some of the tutorials that I post, because I post a lot. All right. There we go. I need to turn off the notifications on my iPad. I finally figured out that I need to turn off notifications so that when I'm using these devices for social media, they don't interrupt what I'm doing. There we go. You see that? So let's do the 0. There it is. There it goes. Because it's not going to be a real accurate $100 bill. It's just the idea of a $100 bill. We're not making new money. What are we, Bitcoin people? We're crazy. Just drawing. There we go. Right? Oops. Hold it for a second. There we go. And I'm just tracing some major parts of what a $100 bill includes. Cool. There it goes. So as you see, then you can turn off the layer that you brought in, And it's okay. It does look like a big old wad of bills, right? There we go. There we go. Let's go. We are in the right layer. Nope, we need to make sure we're in the correct layer. Here we go. So now let's take that down. And you can see how I'm drawing. I draw in a way that it follows the turn of my wrist. And let me check messages here. We're good to go. And now let's do this part of the $100 bill. And bring that back in there also. And you have to be careful because the brush that I'm using, when it'll make a big fat line like that if you're not careful. So you have to apply the pressure enough to get that that look and that style without going too crazy with it and then losing control. I like the brush. I like the thick and thin angles of it, but it's real easy to lose control of it. And it takes time. It takes time. I really enjoy drawing on Adobe Draw, and it's just it was different at first though. It wasn't easy, and but once I figured it out, like yeah, we're gonna do this. And I think that 0 is too far, but it's gonna be all right. There you go. There you go. There it is. So now it's starting to look like a bill, right? And so then here, what are we going to do here, Dan? Well, easy. We're just going to go like this. I mean, who's going to take the time to draw all those little details? There we go. Turn it. There it is. And just follow. And we have another 100 here. And in this case, I'm gonna, oops. If you move the Apple Pencil a little bit while you're trying to fill in the area, it turns into that just spot. And you have to hold it for a second. All this takes time. So here we go. There we go. Let's see, here we go. Done. Done. That's 100. That's the 0 anyways. And let's do the other. And then that goes like this. Huh. Okay. Oh. Just trying to see if that's connected. I think it is connected. I need my glasses sometimes. All right. Anybody have a Surface Pro? How about a Surface? A Surface Book or a iPad Pro? Anybody? I did a comparison on some devices earlier today. I wasn't happy with the stream. The internet was not helping, and so it's telling me there's some part that's not connected. Yep, there it is. And so I deleted it. And I'm going to redo it. So we'll do that eventually. Here we go. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Turn that off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. I don't need to do all the details and everything else. I just need to have enough that it looks like a stack of bills. So let's keep it working. What's up, Benjamin? What you talking about? Let's go here. He's got an afro. There you go. Oh, something open? Where is it open? It shouldn't. No, something is open. I guess it's right there. Yep, there it is. All right. He got droopy eyes. He doesn't sleep. It's all about that money. All right. He's like, yeah, boy. Greens, bills, dividends. And okay, while I'm here, one of the things that I need to get used to is jumping on, Instagram. So while we're here and you're joining me and you're sitting here with me, I'm going to jump on Instagram. So I'm going to use my other device because I have several. And let's see, where is it? I'm going to use the iPad. That's going to be a few things on the network now. Let's see if it, oh, I turned it off. But there it goes. I'm turning it on. And I'm going to open Instagram and do some Instagram Live. How about that? Just cause. The whole thing about why we do this is, number one, is to build a community. You want to tell the world about what you do and get engaged with your audience, right? But also, why wouldn't you? Because it's free. You understand? You know what it means that you have access to media for free. If you wanted to have an advertisement that reached all your friends, and back in the day, you'd have to pay for a newspaper ad, or you'd have to get on cable TV, and so all those things cost a lot of money. Whereas nowadays, everybody has access to the internet because you have a smartphone. How about that? All right. I think I know this guy. There we go. What's up? So you have access to some powerful resources and tools. So why won't you do them? So let me double check that I can get onto the Wi-Fi. Here we go. Let's see. I think I should use a different network. There it is. Nope. Is it not grabbing? Ah, you want to fight me, huh? That's how it goes sometimes. Fine. Hopefully, if any one of these goes down, it's gonna be the one to my right. And you know what? I'm gonna take it down now. Thank you for joining us on the right side. We don't have anybody on right now. And so what happens is, as soon as you stop your Facebook Live, you're gonna end up with this screen, where I clicked on the button that says finish. And now it takes me to the screen. And here's where it's another important part that I want you to pay attention to that is on my list, is that you have to download this video and save it to your phone. So that means you click on this little button all the way to the top right. All right, let's see if we can see it. Let me double check that it's easy to see. There it is. And then you click on it, and it starts to download. It's working. It's doing its work right there. So now that it's doing its work, I wait for it. HD upload is off. I can say on because I'm on the Wi-Fi, and it's gonna make sure that the file that lives on Facebook is of high resolution. So I had everybody came on to check out the video. Have one comment, 62 views. There were some of the people who left me a reaction. You can see some data real quick. It's saving right now. It's would you like to keep the post? Yep, it's saving. And it took a little while for the video, so it's taking a minute. So it's saving, and you want to save it because the next thing you're gonna do later is have access to all your videos that are in the highest resolution and cleanly, and then drop it into Premiere, and I can have another Facebook Live on that. So there it is. So now that it's finished saving, now I want to keep the post public, and now I hit post. Bam. And so now there it is. So that was the test. You see that? That was a test. It's showing me what happened. I had 62 views. So right now we're still live. And let's take a look at our stats. All right now. There it is. So we have 5, 6 people left reaction, 5 comments, 7 shares. Take a look at the comments. It's still happening, and let's turn down the sound. There we go. So Christina is the only one who keeps posting. I'm gonna get with you, Christina, and if you're in town, you deserve some art business time. All right, let's see. Here we go. Wanted to see how many views we have in this. Oh, I gotta go through here. So engagement 47, video views. I guess of the whole video right now it doesn't give me that, but I have 98 minutes viewed of all the people who are on Facebook and can have tuned in on and off. So that's the details on that. So let's get into Instagram and do some live. Let's go live. There it is, live. And I'm going to turn my phone like this because this is how I do it. And say start live video. So checking connection, blah, blah, blah. I'm now live. And so we're on Instagram. So right now I'm on Instagram, and you right now are looking at what's happening through Facebook. So so let's go ahead and leave this up. I'll put it on the other arm handle so that I can then draw with my hands, and I don't have to worry about what's going on with this phone. So if you're on Instagram now, you can see what's going on. Thank you for joining us. There are some people here with us from Facebook, and we're all just having a good time. So let me get rid of this and actually turn off the Wi-Fi so it does not interfere with our feeds. And go back to finishing my drawing. I need to finish this drawing, and because I have a client who needs to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get to drawing. I'm drawing on Adobe Draw on the iPad Pro, and just tracing. I had already drawn the ice cube that you can't see right now, and then I also brought in this image of the dollar bills, and I'm tracing it out. There we go. And we're gonna make sure he got a little bit of hair. Poor old yes, I know I'm online. And anybody who's joining us from Instagram, what's up? We're sitting here drawing. And if you're on Facebook, thank you for joining us. So here we go. And just drawing and tracing just to get this illustration to my client. There we go. Oh, let's see. I want to make sure all my parts are closed. All these parts needs to be closed. Doesn't look like it's closed. There it is. And that needs to be closed. There it is. Bam! And that's Benjamin Franklin. There he go. Yep, that's right. Oh, the wrong button. There we go. Get that done. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn this. Go like this. Just the rubber band. All right. There we go. So one way to get clean lines is to bring your hand to yourself. Clean straight lines, bring the hand to you, and that will get you a straight line. All right, let's get to this here, and I may not finish it all on Facebook Live, but actually I have to get far enough to export it to Illustrator, because I want you to see how it works with Adobe. This Adobe Draw is amazing, and you need to check it out. I like to use Adobe Draw when I have a drawing like this that I wanted to be vector, but I wanted to have that drawing feel and look to it. And so that's when this helps, because I'm actually sitting here drawing it by hand. And sometimes when you draw in Illustrator, it looks very stiff, and I don't want any. I want it to have a more fluid, natural look. So here we go. So yeah, if you draw and you have a Surface, if you have an iPad Pro, then you need to go ahead and get Adobe Draw. It's free. And if you have Creative Cloud, then it will communicate with your Illustrator, your desktop. There we go. Yep. All right, let's go like this. Let's go like that. All right. Let's turn that off. Yeah, it's starting to look like what it's supposed to be. Okay. I need to have an eagle here in the shield. Look like a chicken wings. And then the shield with words on it. We're going to pretend it has words. And then we're going to pretend there are words here, because this is not a legit, you know what it's going to say here? It's going to say, there you go, DTM 1972. Let's see, there we go, that's good enough. Let's go ahead here and go ahead and finish up. Finish up this side, because there's a ton of bills here. This is crazy. And I think the original artist, what he did was took a picture and then just did the reported for kind of feeling, ha ha ha, for Benjamin, no mercy for the Benjamin. That's right. What's up, the natologist? Also, I need to check my about time. Yeah, man, I've been meaning to get on Instagram Live. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. AVP Design. Hello, Cranberry Sprite. Oh, look at that. I got a few people still watching. That's cool. That's cool. So we got people watching on Instagram and on Facebook. And so I like getting on Facebook a lot because I can save the file. And I think that's also possible now with Instagram, whereas before it was just Instagram, it just lived on for a little bit. I didn't like that, because then I have to because I don't get the chance to save the file to reuse later and publish in other places. So there it is. So now let's go here, turn it off. Oh, it's not done yet. It's got another part right here. Hold it. Nope. Yep, come on. Yep, there it is. So done. So now I have the $100 bill. See that? And I can turn these on. And now that $100 bill is inside of here. Wow, that looks crazy. I like it though. I just need to do something about this color. This color is too light. So it's right there. So now let's turn it on. Let's go here. That looks a little darker. That's cool. So let's go here and touch it. No, not that. There it is. So now it's turning this color different. There it goes. Yeah, it's a little bit and let's turn these down. Let's turn this one down because it needs to be very light. Let's turn that one down. So there you go. And let's turn this ice cube a little bit darker. There you go, right there. So now let's go here. Anybody else that I missed? Oh, Nav Neil, word up. Appreciate it. Let me get up and Wade Godfrey, word up. Miss Too Brilliant for you. Hello, how you doing? And anybody else is joining us, I appreciate it. I got some choose someone who can see their live videos will be able to watch. People who can see their live videos will choose someone. I don't understand what that means. I'll have to figure that out. There's some other setting in Instagram to let me choose people or something. I don't know. Let's get to this because I have to finish this. I need to show you. Oops, wrong. Let's go here. I need to finish this illustration enough to jump on Illustrator. And so now that I have a color, I think I'm cool with that. Because, and then I have that color there. And, I know what. I need to make another black. Another black line layer. Here we go. And let's get rid of these layers. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's get this one. Delete that. And get back to this layer. And now I'm going to do the quick outline. So I'm going to take it down like this. Let's see that. And then take it down like this. Alright. And then take this down like this. So that adds like a whole nother dimension to this ice cube. And then I can go here. And actually I shouldn't even turn the iPad. I'm going to turn the artwork. There you go. And then go here. Alright, and let's bring that in. Yes, give that corner like a bump. Yeah, give this corner a bump. And then go right here and give this corner it's a bump. I don't think it really worked that well. It needs to this to the corner right here. So let's go like this and like that. Yeah, so now that has its own outline. We're gonna bring a little bit of water, the drippity water has an outline. Let's go like this, let's go like that, let's go like this, and kind of giving it a, there we go. Okay, cool, that's it. I like it. We'll see what the client says. So now that I have everything in order, let's see what layer is this. I don't know what was in that layer, but let's delete it. Done. And let's delete this background layer. Get out of here. So there it is. Done. All right, here. So now I'm gonna take only my Facebook people. All of you who are on Instagram, thank you for joining us. You need to jump on Facebook and see the rest. I'm gonna show you that I'm broadcasting right now from Facebook, and there's a couple comments here, and I've been going on for a little while. I am going to show you the desk. This is my drafting table, and I'm going to go over here to work on the file that I just finished. All right, so thank you very much for joining me. See ya later. So there, end the live video. So look, see, I'm gonna end the live video, and bam, live video ended. 19 viewers. That's not too bad. And I can save the file, so that's also new. It wasn't there when it first began. So there it is, saved. I'll show you a video for the next 24 hours. Yes, and then share. Done. Cool. And now we're going to move to the big computer. So let's grab the phone, let's grab the iPad, and we're gonna move over here. So let me set this on the holder. Good. So we can see the iPad, and we can see that so there it is, right, the drawing. I'm gonna go up to the top edge and click on this little share, and it says Adobe Desktop Apps, and I'm gonna share it to Illustrator. So now it's about to start working. Oh, it's working right there. It's going around in circles. Just gotta go to space. Oh, there it is. It says share. So now I need to turn the phone this way so we can see where. Oh, there it goes. It popped up on its own. I didn't do anything. I was in the middle of turning the phone so we can see it. And there it is. So now we have the Illustrator file here on the screen. Let me get rid of this other one. That's Premiere Pro. And there's the original file that somebody sent me. Now here it is. So now I have a bunch of floating windows. Let me get them out the way. Let's put that right there. So there's my layers. My layers as they were when I was working on Adobe Draw. They're all right there. And so now I can see this. Here's the color palette. And I can get rid of all these other tools because I don't need them right now. I just need to clean this up a little bit. So how could I make this better? And not only that, I can fix this color now. So now let me select that ice cube. There it is. Grab my eyedropper, set it there, and bam, the whole ice cube becomes that color. Yeah. And now I can select that layer and turn down the opacity for it so that you can see through it. And then even my line work is going to have its opacity turned down. There. And since I didn't do this on the main file on the iPad, there's something going on here. I need to fix this. Let's see what happened here. That's this layer. Let's lock it. There we go. That's the ice cube. The ice cube is off. Huh. It makes a difference here. Well, you know what? It's okay because it's part of the. It could be like the ice cube itself. And let's fix it. Let's go to the blob brush tool, and now I can fill that in. And this is the sound of my hand on my bamboo tablet. So now I'm cleaning this up. Oop, I went too far. There we go, there we go, come on. There it is. And this is too big. It always does that when I undo. It changes the thickness of my brush. So let me zoom in. And where'd it go? Where are you? Here we go, right there. There we go. Where are you? Here we go. Done. Take it out. Cool. Let's change the view rulers and change the dimensions of this canvas to inches. Now I can see the inches 5 by 7, and let's make it just 5 by 5. Enter. Done. Now squarish. I can see that it looks like the bills are floating, and it's still not right because, of course, the bills need to have. Come on. All right. Let's. I locked those layers. I need to save this. Save as 100, and let's find a place to put it. Let's go here and there, and it's Adobe Illustrator file. Save it. Yes, thank you. And now I can go in and add the next color. And let's get that blob brush. Let's change the color to green because that's the color of money. Here we go. Even though this green is way too strong, I'm drawing in Illustrator still. I'm still drawing in Illustrator. I picked up where I left off before, and except that I'm not used to drawing with bamboo. And so let's go ahead and get that and see what happens when you do that and you close the loop. You can click inside and delete that that path line, and there we go. Bam. So let's get some more. Let's do the rest and go like this. Yeah. And go like that. Alright. Alrighty, there we go. It's cool, it's cool. Anybody says something? Let's see. Do you want to take it's asking me questions. Don't ask me questions, Facebook. Let the people ask me questions. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. So let's get the inside. Huh. Oh, it's not closed. The loop's not closed. I need to close it right here. There we go. Done. Wow. Yes. There we go. And see, like this green, I need to turn it down. So, oh, it's too bright. How do I? That's, there we go. There we go. The green is like sick looking green. Ugh. It can't be yellow. It needs to be green. I think I was better before. There you go. Let's go right there. Let me get an RGB. So maybe I can do better with the RGB. That's too bright. Alright, let's go with that. And then I need blue. So now I'm going to draw with blue. And it's going to be that blue. I think it was a blue. Let me see. Where is that picture? I'm looking somewhere else right now for the picture. It was blue. Yep, it was blue. So let me get a blue. And then zoom in. And in this case, I would actually use the pen tool. Let's get the pen tool, because then it makes it easier right here like this. And I'm just leaving behind some anchor points so I can outline the area of the rubber band. Good. Next. And if the client says, cool, Dan, I like it, let's run with it, then I can come in and tighten it up. And I'll probably redo the whole thing and take my time. Take a lot more time. But right now, I need to just have something that looks like the idea. There it is. Bam. And maybe I need some white. Yeah, let's put that in another layer. And get the blob tool and get some white and just fill his face. Get some highlights going on here. That's the one thing, is you cannot rush Illustrator. Just it won't be rushed. I want to draw fast. I need to get going. I got stuff to do with my life. Illustrator like, nah. We don't do that around here. Jesus. See, look, I'm trying to do some quick lines, and it won't let me. So now I need to fix this. Here we go. Done. So now select all of it, get my opacity, I turn it down so it gives me like a highlight, and now I zoom out. There it is. Unlock all of these, click save. It's Control S or Command S if you're on the Mac, and then I zoom in a little bit more. Let's go right there. Come on, where is it? Command plus, zoom in. If you're on the Mac, Command Shift 4, and there it is. Bam, screenshot. Done. There goes the screenshot. Let me open the folder, and there it is. Right. So now that's what I'm gonna send my client, and there it goes. And it started all, and on the iPad Pro, it started on the Adobe Draw, and from there I took it to Illustrator. So that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Follow me on all the social medias, the ones I was telling you about. Get on Facebook, get online. Let me grab the iPad. It's better. Tell the world about your skills, about your talent. It's real easy. It's as simple as jumping on your smartphone, as simple as going on Facebook Live and typing in some stuff. But follow this quick and easy guideline I put here. It's in the video. And by doing that, then you're for sure have a easy way to make Facebook Live a part of your process. This is TM. Talk to y'all later. Peace out. Follow me in these places. Click the links.